So there is really no grounds for objecting to sacraments because they are something that come to us from, as it were, outside and do something to us which is beyond the control and understanding of the will. It always is that way. But now, this is not an experience in which the will and the ego have no part to play. No part at all. And here comes the danger of all types of transformation of consciousness, mystical experience, sense of union with the divine, or whatever you want to call it, however obtained. It is essential, because enjoyment of any kind is really impossible without an accompanying discipline. Just think of a few things which are pleasurable and which can be simply snatched and swallowed. Start with candy. Would there be such a thing as a palatable candy bar unless there was some expert in the making of sweetmeats? Think of booze, you know? It isn't just alcohol that one throws down. That is to say, if you want to have any lining left to your stomach. But skillfully prepared wines and liquors, based on a long tradition of the vintner's art, which is a discipline. Consider roaring along in a fast car. You will have an exceedingly short career in this thrill if you don't know how to drive. And the car itself depends upon the skill of master mechanics. I can't think of any pleasure at all which does not require an accompanying discipline. Take sex. A lot of people do. Just take it like that. And they, I guess, have a kick out of it. But it has no profound pleasure to it unless there is the discipline of an intimate relationship with another human being, which requires a great deal of intelligence. And also, the merely physical aspect of sex is a considerable art, which very few people ever seem to learn. That is why our culture has sex on the brain and is perpetually thinking about it and perpetually obsessed with it in a kind of voyeuristic way because there is so little satisfaction and so little discipline and so little knowledge of how to use it. So every pleasure whatsoever involves a method of grounding it, a method of integrating it with everything else. And thus, if there are ways of attaining what is potentially the greatest delight of all, the sense of the divine, or whatever, I'm using that word as the vaguest possible word, the sense of transcending the gulf between the individual and the eternal universe,